Did you know that every time you make a decision, you run the risk of lowering your chance of being happy with that decision by 60 to 70%? Yep, you do. Nobody else. No other reason whatsoever except for one. When you're trying to make a decision, there's a process you go through. The last step in that process is letting go. You have to let go of what you're deciding against or for. There's a guy named Dan Gilbert. He's a Harvard psychologist that studies happiness. I mean, that would be a nice job. Study happiness? Anyways, Dan Gilbert studies happiness and what it takes to be happy. And in the decision-making process, there's one thing you can do to make sure you don't reduce your happiness by 70%. And that is make the decision irreversible. All right, so hear me out. Dan Gilbert set up a study, and he had some of his students put out 5 Monet prints, 5 different prints, framed and everything, and put them all out on display. And he would have the subjects come in and rank them all. Like, the one they liked the best, put it here, and the one they liked the worst, put it over there. There were 5 of them. Did I say that right? I think I said it 5. So you would rank these prints 1 through 5, and the person running the study, okay, that's great, thanks for coming in, have a good day. And while you're walking out, they would say like, oh hey, by the way, I kind of screwed up, and I bought too many of number 2 and number 3. So feel free to take one home. You can pick. Just go ahead and take one home. Now, this is where the options were. And they didn't know. The subjects didn't know. Some of the subjects were told they can take one home, and they had to keep it. It's theirs. The other subjects were told that they could take one home. Just go ahead and take one home. And if you don't like that one, just go ahead and bring it back with you when you come back, and you can swap it for another one. No big deal. And everybody did. They all did. They all took one home. So next month, they came in for the final part of the study, and the prints were in order the way they put them in the room. And the person running the study had said, okay, I want you to go ahead and reorder these. Like, put these in order from 1 to 5 on how you like them, including the one that you took home. So the people who took one home and had the option of bringing one back and swapping it, struggled big time with this part, because it turns out that they didn't like any of them. They had a hard time putting any of them in order, and to be honest with you, they hated the one they took home and didn't want any of them, and they had a hard time putting them in order. The group that took one home and had to keep it, they had no problem putting these back in order. And to be honest with you, most of them chose their number 2 painting out of the list and made that their number 1 and right on down the line, and loved their painting. That was the study that brought the data to Dan Gilbert, that showed him if you make a decision, if you make the decision reversible, you cut the likelihood of you being happy with that decision by 70%. That's a lot. And you didn't make it, you made it reversible. You making it reversible does not allow you to walk away from it when it's done. That door is still open. That can still be changed, it can still be altered. And that's the last step in making smart decisions. And making smart decisions more often, is letting go. You have to be able to make your decision, no matter what it is. It could be it could be a daily decision, or it could be a huge, we gotta go buy a car tonight decision. Now, I'm not talking about, pulling the plug on somebody, or, an end of life situation here. I'm talking about life design decisions. Should we paint the house gray, or should we paint the house white? Those kinds of decisions. Should I buy the 3-row SUV or the 2-row SUV? That kind of stuff. Do I like this throw pillow or that throw pillow? That leads me into, I know this has happened to you. I know this happened to you because it happens to me all the time. Go to the store, any store, pick a store, Target, pick Target. And you see, I don't know, let's go throw pillows. You see a couple throw pillows and you like them. And you walk down the aisle a little more and you see a couple more throw pillows. And they're way different than the first ones you saw, but you like them. So which ones do you go with? I know which ones you go with. You don't go with either one of them. It doesn't matter. You just pick the ones you think you like because you tell yourself, I'll just get these and take them home, and if I don't like them, I'll bring them back for the other ones. And then you get the throw pillows home, and they sit on your couch for a couple of days, and you don't like them. And all you can do is think about them other ones. So, there you go. Get the bag, put the throw pillows back in the bag, back to the store you go. And you make the return because you can't carry the products through the store. So you make the return first, you go back there to look at the other ones, and guess what? Yeah, you don't really like those either. They're not quite what you remembered. Go without. And you go without, and you go home, and you're not happy because you don't have your throw pillows. It's a stupid example, but it works. You can't tell me this hasn't happened to you. You can't tell me you haven't gone to a store and bought something on the notion of, if I don't like it or if it doesn't look right, I'll just take it back and get the other ones. Tell me in the chat down below, in the comments down below, how many times did you take that back and get the other ones and were completely happy with them? I'm curious to know. Because I can tell you that my track record with taking things back are not good. And when I take them back, I don't end up with any of them. And if I had read up on Dan Gilbert a little sooner in life, I probably would have made those choices a lot easier. So, anyways, that's kind of the skinny on how to be happy with making your decisions. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. I am interested to see. If this has never happened to you, I'm going to call you out. But tell me down below. I want to know. The other thing you can do is you can hit the like and subscribe on this video. Maybe there's somebody you know that needs to see this. You can share it with them. You hit there's a share button down here. You can hit the share button and send that to them. Or simply hitting the like button. All that does is it's free to you. It puts us out on the algorithm for more people to see. And maybe somebody needs to see this and doesn't know this is out here. So, least you can do is hit the like for me. That'd be great. My name is Tim, and I'm glad you met me.